In this Master That Lick lesson, I'm going to be looking at an A Dorian tapping idea. Now the great thing about the Dorian scale when you play it across the strings like this is it has a nice repeating pattern. So what you have, if we're going for A Dorian, I've got my root note here at the 5th fret of that E string there, and what I'm going to be playing is the 5th fret, then the 7th fret, then the 8th fret, and I'm hammering onto them. Then what I do is I tap at the 10th fret here in the E string. So I'm ascending up the scale. That note there, the D, would normally have been at the 5th fret of the A string there, but I'm tapping it here in the E string. Then the second half of the scale starts on 7th fret of the A string with the first finger there. Then I tap or hammer on to 9th fret and then 10th fret. So it's the same pattern as this 5, 7, 8. I'm just playing it from the 7th fret. And then I tap a tone above that, 12th fret of the A string there. So you've got this nice symmetrical pattern. So when you're playing that, as you can see when you do the string cross, when you start off you're doing a hammer from nowhere. And also when you do the string cross you do a hammer from nowhere as well. Now if you want to kind of practice this lick, a good way to break it down is just to take this first sequence in these two strings and just kind of get used to that transition. Now after we do that, what I'm going to be doing is pull off to the 10, then I pull off to the 9 and the 7, then hammer 9 to 10 again. Now rhythmically what we're actually doing is, this is broken up into a group of 7 and a group of 6. So your first 7 notes are actually this. Then what you have for your next 6 notes is you tap at that 12th fret there with the middle finger. So that's kind of our unit over 2 beats. So if I play that, it kind of goes. Then what you do really is you take that and play it up an octave. So I'm starting now, my first finger's at the 7th fret of the D string, and I'm going to hammer 7, 9, 10, and then tap at the 12th fret there. So it's exactly the same pattern I just played in the A string, but now in the D string. So I go 7, 9, 10, 12, and then following the same idea, and then go up and hammer from nowhere to 9 in the G string, then 11, 12, and then 14. The 1st, 3rd and 4th, and then tapping that middle finger there. So I'm taking this pattern here and just playing it up an octave. So it's this idea that if you work on this bit here, you know, you've got this pattern ingrained into the hands, then you just really shift it to a different position and just let the muscle memory take over again. So this bit here, then when I get up to this tap again, we've started a group of 6. So I tap, pull off, 12, 11, 9, 11. So if I put that with the first bit, slowly it goes. Then the last sequence, I now start at 10th fret of the B string, hammer on from nowhere, then 12, then 13, and then a tap at 15th fret of the B string there. So it's, then I go up to 12, 14, 15. Once again, as you can see for this whole lick, I'm really just using the 1st, 3rd and 4th fingers there. And then I tap at the 17th fret there. So that's the next kind of sequence. Now this is starting our group of 6 notes, but this time I pull off to 15, to 14, to 12, hammer back to 14, then I tap 15 there on the E string. And this is because when I do that, I'm going to bend, so I'm tapping that note, but I'm bending with the left hand behind it here, so I'm kind of bending with the 3rd finger and supporting it. The reason why I'm doing that is so I can put a little bit of vibrato on it. Okay, so that last sequence goes. Okay, so when you put it together, nice and slow, it goes. To work up the speed in this, you just take working it nice and slow, so you've got the evenness of notes there. You can hear every single note, and it's nice and accurate. you know, there's nothing being rushed or nothing being slowed down. So then when you begin to speed it up, you can kind of rattle through it.